This is my AGI Studio One Work in Progress video number 4, covering weeks 7 and 8. The first related work I'd like to share is called Hidden Folks, a hidden object game developed by Adrian de Jong and Sylvain Tagrogue in 2017. The game involves searching for hidden objects in hand-drawn, interactive miniature landscapes. The simple interactive elements such as unfurling tent flaps, cutting through bushes, opening doors, and poking at the various amusing characters, coupled with entertaining mouth-made sound effects, give it a fun interactive experience. It becomes a fun adventure of finding the different sound effects and its comical intent to inject humor in the game. It gives the game a distinct personality. This game has converted what is traditionally a paperback puzzle book into an inventive and interactive experience that is engaging, fun, and charming. The next related works is a broader subject on miniature things and its appeal. RMIT is a Japanese toy brand known for their highly detailed miniature object blind boxes. The mystery box is one of 6 boxes one needs to collect and complete to make a full set. Why is it that people are fascinated with the idea of tiny things? In an article that discusses this topic, it refers to a few scientific studies conducted to understand the root for this fascination. The studies have found that the reason lies in the below points: sense of control over all things miniature, obligation to nurture, human sensory seeking brain and its love for stimulating a scene, the urge to care for tiny things and its helplessness, once a kid, always a kid. My fascination with miniature objects lie in how it lets viewers observe and analyze, as well as encourage deeper participation in the scrutiny process. It also comes from an appreciation of the effort and time spent on creating these detailed works. Probably the best explanation about this fascination was found in an article in The Guardian. What can possibly be the appeal? The answer lies in our desire for mastery and elucidation. The ability to enhance a life by bringing scaled-down order and illumination to an otherwise chaotic world. A world over which we may otherwise feel we have little control cannot be overvalued. The fascination of holding in our hands something completely realized at an impossibly reduced scale is a wholly fulfilling one, and the satisfactions of inquisitive observation will never tire. At its simplest, the miniature shows us how to see, learn, and appreciate more with less. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been reflecting on how I want to reinterpret my Folio 1 outcome. I started to explore the participation aspect and how, as an example, I feel and react towards an animation sequence. I brainstormed ideas on new animation sequences to create while having a common theme to tie them all together. An idea came to mind as I stared at an empty peach soda can. The idea behind creating an interactive animation sequence of trash turned into little homes or shelters by little creatures stems from a few themes and interests of mine, some of which I have reiterated in Folio 1. Interest in miniatures. As mentioned in my related works, the fascination with miniature things has a scientific explanation that's embedded in aspects of nurturing and caring for little things, having control, and a connection to childhood. I also think the concept of recycling is relevant and very much part of our everyday life, just like how the Polly Pocket toy idea came from the creator using an old compact powder case. Impacts of pollution created by human activity on nature. This is no new subject matter. It's an important issue because of how climate change impacts public health and welfare and the environment we live in. Cozy corners. The idea is rooted in a sense of comfort, safety, and relaxation from being at home. Through my isometric drawings of a space like a bedroom or a living room, it is a little interior with things that make one feel cozy at home. I am still exploring 2 outputs for how I want to use interactivity in my animation sequences. The first idea was something discussed in earlier consultations where the little hidden worlds would be revealed in augmented reality. The other idea is a point-and-click experience where the viewer can click an area of the animation to trigger this sequence. I tested the AR idea by using iJack Creator, one of the apps suggested in consultation. For a first-timer, I thought the outcome turned out well and really enjoyed this different experience of triggering animation through AR. Here's a video of how this turned out. The other idea is to create a trigger through the Action Script Wizard in Adobe Animate. I have yet to test this out using one of my animation sequences created in Folio 1. As the next couple of weeks progress, I hope to obtain more feedback and ideas through consultations and discussions with peers. My focus for week 9 and 10 will be an intensive period focused on completing the below tasks. Test the action script in Adobe Animate, complete 1 to 2 animation sequences, test animation sequences in chosen output, AR or action script in Animate. Having the animation sequences completed early enough, including any refinements needed, will be important, as this will determine how much further refinement and improvements can be done in the subsequent weeks. I will need to ensure that I decide on the output early enough in the work in progress so that I can dedicate as much time in the refinement, testing, and feedback aspect of it. Regardless, I am excited that I will be able to implement 2 simple interactivity elements to my animation sequences.